How do you not lose your temper? Hi, my name is Scott. I've been a cop for a long time, and I encourage you or anyone to not lose your temper because it's just short-lived but has long-term damages. When it comes to policing, we need to hold ourselves to a very high standard. So how do you not lose your temper? Well, let's talk about 7 different ways. First one is your home life. What is going on at your house? Maybe it's marriage problems, or if you're just single, maybe you're behind on water bill, electric bill, cable bill, car payment, whatever the case may be. If you're behind on something, or if something is stressing you out at home, there's nothing saying that your frustration from your home life can affect your temperament at work. So get focused on improving yourself, your home life, whatever it takes, so that when you come to work, you don't have extra weight on you that already comes with the responsibility of being a good police officer. Make your home life good. Number 2, exercise. Now, I'm not saying if someone's yelling at you that you drop and do 20 push-ups. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is exercise releases endorphins, feel good for the body, and gives you energy, makes you feel better about yourself. I highly recommend that you exercise before every shift. And if not before every shift, then most shifts. Work out, exercise. It helps with your temperament.
See, the blue car was tailing me while I was pacing a tractor trailer looking for a motor vehicle violation because the governor's office got multiple complaints on traffic stops. Okay? I know. So we're all doing our thing. He decides to pass me and flip me off. All right? So who the f*** you think you are? Worried about what I'm doing?
And like I've said in other videos, you don't have to become a member of an expensive gym, hire a trainer, or just spend time going to the gym. 20-minute at-home workout that you can easily find on YouTube will work just fine. However, I do encourage you to work your way up in your fitness levels. But exercising can absolutely help you maintain your composure at work. When people start mouthing off at you, and they just remember they're not mouthing off at you, but when they start mouthing off and your body starts tightening up and you start getting short because that fight or flight kicks in and your breathing starts getting more shallow, if you're out of shape, your body will get more tense, you get more out of breath, you might be at risk for lashing out at someone. Whereas if you're in shape, your body is more conditioned to handle stress because exercising is tearing down the muscles and putting your body through challenges. You are in better shape to handle that stress. So exercise, exercise, exercise. Number 3, empathy. Yes, empathy. I've talked about empathy so much in other videos. My gosh, I'm almost blue in the face with this word. However, when someone is mouthing off at you, someone is fighting, and you can feel that anger start to come over you because you're human and it just might start to come over you. Don't lose your temper because remember, they're not fighting you. They're not arguing with you. They are arguing at you wearing that uniform.
The fine's right here, sir. It's $137.50.
You're crazy! I get it! You're crazy! My wife took money out of her damn account where she's working to pay my insurance so I wouldn't get picked up by. You're crazy!
That uniform that you're wearing, that's what they're arguing at. So when someone's maybe unfortunately in your face for a little bit, say, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about where they're coming from and what I'm wearing, the uniform. So remember, empathy, empathy, empathy. It will really help you to prevent you from losing your temper. Number 4, laugh, but when appropriate. Someone gets mad, someone's upset, and they're just being belligerent. Probably not a good idea to laugh at them. However, when you can crack an appropriate joke, when you can bring about laughter to a situation, then do it. Get as much laughter as you can in during the shift. It's also a good coping mechanism for stress, and it can really help prevent you from losing your temper. Number 5, count backwards. What? Yes, I'm serious. Count backwards. If someone's getting on your nerves, they're being very mouthy, uncooperative, very belligerent with you, and you haven't gone hands-on, which I hope you don't have to, but if you do, that's another story in and of itself. But if someone is being mouthy as all get out and uncooperative, and you feel that you're getting angry, tell the other officer to start talking to that person while you count backwards. Because when you start getting anxious and angry and our tempers get very close to erupting, it's because the brain is thinking about it. Take the brain off of it by counting backwards, because the brain can only focus on one thing at a time. So if your temper becomes the focus, guess what? You might just lose it. But you can maintain control of yourself if you count backwards. Reset, re-engage. Number 6, breathe. Like I said before, when someone gets belligerent with you, they're getting short with you, and your fight or flight symptoms start to kick in, shallow breathing can kick in, and that's what unfortunately puts stress on the body and stress on the mind. And next thing you know, you're, get out of my face! You don't need to do that. Breathe. Deep breathing. Start with your diaphragm. When you breathe in, expand your stomach for a deep breath that comes up through the lungs, and then as you exhale, contract your stomach. And that will help you to relax. Deep breathing can bring about good focus, help with your physical stress, and more mental clarity so you can go forward with the situation, whatever it may be. Catching a larceny suspect, responding to a domestic, on a crash where someone's very mad, argument in a parking lot because someone took someone else's parking space. Who knows? Just deep breathing. And just a side note, one of the best pieces of advice I got was, before you walk up to a car or walk up to a person for any situation, traffic stop, self-initiated activity, getting out with people late at night, always take a deep breath before approaching that person or that car to speak to the people in it. Once again, helps with temperament control, but also clarity, because the brain can't focus without oxygen. There are other videos I have talked about when it comes to deep breathing, but let's go on about how to control your temper. Number 7, remember who you are. I know it kind of sounds corny, like the Lion King. Simba, remember who you are. All right, look, number 7, who you are. You are someone who has answered a calling to one of the most demanding jobs in the world, one of the most stressful jobs in the world, and you should be respected for that. But you're not. People are not going to respect you for that, but respect yourself. Have some self-respect. And remember who you are. You are undertaking one of the most honorable yet stressful jobs. And if you remember what kind of person you are, that you know that you are doing this for the right reasons, if that's the case, nothing should be able to break you. I know the media attention is wrong right now. I know it's tough. I know that there are people out there who have no idea what police officers see. But don't get bitter. Don't lose your temper. Remember who you are. You are a good person doing a good, necessary job. And if you remember that, and that stays front and center in your conscious level of thinking, then no one should be able to break your spirits. I know it's going to be tough. We're all human, but this is one we don't really think about. Remember what kind of character you have and build upon that character each and every shift for the sake of yourself, your team, and the family that's depending on you getting back home. Be strong. Be strong. So those are 7 tips on how to control your temper. Each one of them takes practice. Each one of them takes discipline, but you have to have it. We are held to a higher standard, should be held to a higher standard. Because if you show up at a domestic and you just end up in a shouting match, there's probably not going to be any resolution that comes about. Losing your temper is only a short-term thing that doesn't even feel good when you're losing it, yet it just happens short-term, but then it has long-lasting consequences because of it, including, it could be you getting in big trouble. So control that temper. You can do this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did learn a lot from it, please click the like button below, subscribe to my channel also, and click that bell notification so when I come out with a new video on how you can stay motivated and not lose it while you're on the job, you'll be notified and you can learn a lot more and gain a lot from it. There's also a link below to my book, 101 Health Tips for Police Officers. I think I've told you enough things to do already. Take care and may God bless.